allowed to trigger it. Like, I don't know, if you have an action that is literally only straighten a guy and the guy's already standing, then like you can't do that.
The game's up. Password is 1.
Takashi Rogi.
No, it should be Micah versus.
Oh wait, no, never mind. All right, let's see the beatings.
Alright. Welcome everyone to Discord League Season a Million, Season 7. Round of 32. We have Micah versus Pagona Barbada, who is a dragon player. Real quick, running through the deck list, we see the dragon player is taking an unorthodox style of playing not Crab Splash, playing Unicorn Splash. Dynasty side, I see Stuck with Nitan Adepts, cut Raitsugu down to 2, Mannequin down to 2, and Kudaka down to 2. I cannot say I agree with ever cutting a copy of Miyamoto Raitsugu.
You do like him a lot, and you've been how long have you been off of the Adept? Not that one way is correct or another, but
since Kudaka came out, I just thought about Nitan Adept, and I'm like, I don't actually ever want to buy this card.
You don't like bowing stuff?
It just like never does anything. Like, it's cute that it could potentially bow something, but it just never does.
So we see the full suite of Uchi Wayfinders and all the spyglasses, which is like totally fine. I think that he probably could have afforded to maybe fit, I don't know,
Gaijin Customs.
Gaijin Customs. Like, I feel like Gaijin Customs out of the Dragon Splash is is what gives the splash some legs. But like, you know, you can't hate on running 3 of any of these cards. Gives the splash right? Some legs. So.
Yeah, I would agree. I don't agree with 2 court games. I don't agree with Adopted Kin. And I don't know why you're playing 3x Daimyo's favor when you only have 10 attachments that cost 1.
The Gaijin Customs is only 1, right? So, like, maybe...
It's 2 influence. Oh, no, it's 1 influence. You're right.
You can cut, like, a Wayfinder go up to 2. So, yeah, 2 court games is definitely unconventional.
I would say
and Adopted Kin. So, like, Adopted Kin, it's, you know, it's one of them cards, right? That's new. You know, people are testing new stuff. Let's see how it goes.
Yeah, I'm excited. Looking over Micah's list, he says too lazy to test for 1 week metas. However, he has a new card in his deck with a copy of Ancient Master to snipe favor. And pretty much just standard Crane Dragon. Choosing to forego Fury for Policy Debate.
I already don't like his deck because there's no Indomitable Will, which would obviously be the best card in here.
Agreed.
Yeah, and then where's the invitation? Formal invitation.
Yeah, okay. Good. I will say that formal invitation, like the 1x formal invitation, is sick. I think I legit think that one is completely fine. And I actually think I would definitely advocate for running 1x. It's just like a random like get you card, like you just get invited to the party. Micah with his classic Art of Peace, and then one thing to note is the Dragon player is playing Miyamoto's Fury as his restricted card.
And you know, sometimes it's just like not on your mind, right? So you do get blown out if you don't have the counters for the Fury, or if you're not thinking about it, you know. Which obviously wouldn't happen in open deck lists, but let's see how Micah plays this out. He opens up with a Cautious Scout, so that seems really strong.
So I would have opened Swordsmith with 2 Fate, and then I would have passed. So he's gonna give Micah passing Fate here. I can't imagine Micah would play something else here.
Seems wow,
interesting. I would have played 2 Fate on that Breath Samurai also. Your opponent's not playing Assassination. Like, if you're gonna commit that early, I like putting more Fate on my Brush Samurai.
or yeah, or just not buy the Brash Samurai.
Yeah, I would have passed. I would have passed there. I've been playing against Shen too much though, so I like have to like play the economy game with him. I've gotta I've gotta make sure that I don't get cornered. The market doesn't get cornered against me.
At least 14 fate at all times. I'm probably losing, right?
Well, I don't I was at 17 and he was at 15 like one turn, so I mean, classic. We had a game where it's just like Yoritomo would have been a 20 something, and it's just like, huh. I guess he would have been good here.
He really wants to live that Yoritomo lifestyle.
All right, so we just see this is what I like to see. This is L5R at its finest. Just immediately attack. In. Doesn't let's see. Oh, he whiffed on Swordsmiths. That's really unfortunate. He is playing I think he's playing like
A million attachments?
well, I don't think it's as many as the Crab Splash. Oh no, it's exactly as many. Nice. It's actually more. 22.
Like there's a lot in there.
Yikes. Missing on
That's
Swordsmith is pretty rough then. So if Micah has his 1x assassination here, you just murder this swordsmith and you feel super
he's
happy.
running too.
Oh, he's playing two? Oh
Yeah.
yeah, he's not playing Finger Jades.
The slots because he's not running Fear Jade, but like you said. So
Well,
I mean,
yeah,
yeah,
then absolutely you assassinate this swordsmith. Teach him a lesson. So we see a bonsai come out, not breaking. Earth ring. Did you just lose this here? Yeah. I was like, I don't think Micah cares. Loses a voice, which is really annoying because voice is normally not that great. But when your opponent's playing Fury, you could just randomly get Blood Eye here.
yeah. That's a hilarious discard. Interesting that he decided to go Earth instead of Void there, with Micah having two 1-fate characters. But I don't know if Micah is. I guess it doesn't matter, right?
Void's pretty good there, right? Like you void the Brash Samurai or the Cautious Scout if the cloud doesn't stick.
Sure. I
I
mean,
guess
Micah always has the let goes. You can't cloud his shit for shit. It never happens, dude.
Wait, is that Pilgrimage? What? Interesting. All right, Micah runs into Pilgrimage. Cautious Scout's
You didn't
pretty good.
you didn't notice the pilgrimage
Oh.
in his deck list?
Sure didn't. I looked at the province. I didn't look at the province row because I couldn't think of a reason not to play the normal provinces. I don't understand why people would not want to play Shameful Display in Dragon. Dragon has a lot of high glory characters, and it's just so insane.
In this case, if that were a shameful, then Micah would only be one way of the crane away from breaking with Cautious Scout, right?
Well,
And
no,
there's nothing you
Mirror
can do
Fury
about
showed
it.
up.
Well, okay, that's a card too.
That card's pretty powerful, I hear.
I mean, Dragon didn't win Kote's until it was restricted and
That's
they took
true.
it out of their decks.
I
you know?
actually I'm totally fine with it not being around.
Well, I mean, aren't you less so because you're about to take Sumiko out of your decks?
Oh, now I'm even happy. Yeah, I mean, like I'll just put something else in instead. I don't know. Look, you gotta test something. I'm definitely cutting Nitai Master first, and so I can cut my Ancestral Daishos because I really hate playing that card.
It's fair.
I really hate playing one for a sword.
A let go on the Spyglass, which I guess is probably fine, right? With no reprieves around, like Spyglass,
Yeah, Spyglass
and like
Cloud are like all you want to let go, right? Nothing else matters.
not even that sweet, sweet Jade Masterpiece.
I mean, it's cool and all, but I think I cut that card. It was like always a super luxury card where it was just like, man, this thing is nice to have, but I don't actually need it to win the game. I will say,
Not like
go ahead.
I say, not like you need Indomitable Will, but moving on.
Yo, that card's sick. That card won me my round of 32 match. Like Eric in chat says, classic 2 let go from Micah. Yep, not surprised. if that name said Sir Largeness and had a picture of Curious Homunculus, the let goes would have been on the bottom of the deck instead of the top.
Sneaky Homunculus.
Sorry, Sneaky Homunculus. All right, well, we see Pogona just pass for favor with face-up Sumiko. The problem is he doesn't have any fate, so if he commits 2 fate to the Sumiko, he's just asking to get noble sacked. Micah very smartly found Pilgrimage, so he doesn't have to risk anything if he wants to attack for Fate. That's like my favorite thing to do against Scorpion is just to like send guys at Pilgrimage over and over again, and like just pick up Fate off rings. Man, Micah with a second Cautious Scout, he's really smart.
Oh, you got me with that one.
I mean, I don't know. Yep, classic 3 Fate Challenger. Yeah, I don't like buying Sumiko here. She's just gonna get challenged.
Yeah. Yeah.
You also have no Fate. You also have no Fate, so Micah just...
Zoop is there? Like, well, I don't know. How many, he's only running one Noble Sack, so, like, what are the odds,
he has
right?
it. It's Micah.
Sure.
I mean, hey, what's up, Simcoff? It's like 10 p.m., so I don't think I've had that any coffees. Well, Eric, see, he bought 2 characters, didn't get passing Fate, but then opponent attacked and a manicured for 2 Fate.
Crane actually does randomly get like a whole bunch of money.
Yeah. In the early turns,
nice.
Crane gets a lot of early money. We see Daimyo's favor on Sumiko. We're gonna see another Spyglass here. Finger of Jade would be pretty sick here too, so you can stop the challenge. And that's what we see here.
See? Didn't even need to worry about no Fate with cards like Daimo's Favor.
That's fair. And then we see another Daimyo's Favor. Ooh, he's just going hard. Oh, and then when he adopted Kins this character, it's just gonna get all the Daimyo's Favors back. That's so good. Oh no. He messed up. He did that in draw phase.
No.
Unlucky.
Oh, how sad. We'll never know what this Daimo's Favor was gonna buy.
It could have been anything. It could have been a boat.
Could have been a boat.
Alright. So if you're Micah here, do you attack with the Scout first and go scouting? Like, you just want to flip Resto, right, with Scout?
You flip over all the provinces.
Yeah. Only with Scout, though.
You just attack that Pilgrimage with your other dumbasses. I think... Actually, wait. Do you go ahead and you attack Political on Challenger, right? Fire, and then bring in this... Yeah, and bring in this Sumiko.
No, she has Finger of Jade on her.
Oh, you're right. Well, he's got the third Let Go. It doesn't matter.
Yeah, but do you really want a third Let Go on a random Finger of Jade? He's about to put a Spyglass on here.
But, like, since he obviously has the Noble Sack, right?
Oh, yeah, that's smart. Yeah, I wasn't even thinking. Yeah, and because Pagona only has 2 court games, you just Political Fire, drag the Sumiko in, and then you court games her.
Now all he needs to have is all those cards in his 13 card hand.
I mean, he's drawn 16 cards. That's well more than enough.
We'll see if he can pull a hot Micah, or is it a fast Micah?
Can it be both?
No, like a pulling a hot Cosby.
Oh, sure. All right, so we see a Spyglass on Sumiko. That's pretty strong. I did that in the team league where you got to play open roles, and I will say that Spyglass and Sumiko is really nice.
Micah with the allowing of the takebacks, so that
it's just like a random online thing. So like
sure.
Like the phase stuff I usually allow because in paper no one ever does that. Like I've never seen anyone activate Yokuni and draw step accidentally in paper. Like it just doesn't happen.
I mean, if they don't say pass, right, to move beyond the draw step,
that's fair.
Then they did, right?
Yeah. Got him. That's what we need.
Well, it looks like he is attacking fire.
It's military though. He can't court games the guy, or sorry, he can't court games the girl. I guess he's just trying to take the break if Pagona will give it to him. I guess if you just drag. Do you drag Sumiko here anyway?
It's like,
oh, you can have a mid defeat, right?
Probably just would have thrown the like now he can just like attack water, right, and like bow your Cautious Scout, and now you can't like.
You could probably stand Sumiko because she has a Spyglass.
dragon.
right? Like you just do a water attack with the scout, and then or not the scout, the swordsmith, and then you stand Sumiko. All right, we see a fine katana. Probably
That's better. I mean, I understand the value of that, but let's say you were the dragon player here. You wouldn't do that. You'd bow the scout, right? Because you don't want your opponent to get a free crack at resto.
No, I'm a good dragon player. I know my opponent would flip something else. My opponent would flip Manicure Garden. He just would.
All right, yeah. I mean, I can't argue with that.
Yep, there you go. Done. I guess that's a win for Micah, too. Then he knows where Pilgrimage and Manicure Garden are. Yeah, alright, I'd probably bow this Cautious Scout. I'd be scared of Ready for Battle, though. That's a scary card. That was like that one season where Toreador just, like, murdered all the Crane Mirrors with Lion Splash.
Yeah.
Alright, we see a Wanderer come in for some force. Let's see what our boy Pagona Barbada has with no fate. Come on, you got a katana in there somewhere, right? Did you activate Swordsmith this turn?
Surely a bonsai, right?
He only has 2.
Yes.
And he's played 1. Well, he just takes a break. Unlucky. At least he kept the Finger of Jade on that character. But Mike is just gonna go let go Noble Sack here. No problem.
Well, I guess so. Like, on Pagona's part, this was a correct play, right? Just letting your Sumiko get dragged in.
Yeah, absolutely.
Otherwise, you just like risk getting Noble sacked, and there's nothing you can do about it.
Yeah. The problem is you're not gonna keep favor this turn.
I wonder if we'll see one of 2 assassinations here. Assassination on the Crane end, you probably play it, right?
Oh, absolutely. Micah does not defend the conflict. Assassination. Nope, gains a fate first. Up to 7. And his Yoritomo would be pretty large right now, 10-10.
I'm pretty sure about it. So while we wait for Micah to deliberate whether or not he's going to play this assassination, you saw the Shahai spoiler today?
Which one? Oh, for L5R, the Shahai, the one that makes many Shoto spells cost 1 less or something.
I'm not super excited about that card. It's covert. I feel like
it's a every time covert.
Every time they print covert on a card, I feel like people get all like super weird about it. Like,
oh, here we go. See, this is not how I would have played this. Because hey, what's up, Will? Because the scout just got clouded. I would have much preferred to save this cloud for this Yoshi or this other Cautious Scout.
Now the Cautious Scout, don't worry about the Sumiko value, and then like save your cloud for the next turn.
I guess what you could do is this turn, you can attack again. So you don't block here, right? You attack again to get your Spyglass trigger, and then your Sumiko won't bow, but you're just gonna run into a political rival.
I mean, it does seem highly likely that a political rival would come out.
He's got a political rival. Let's be real.
Well, I mean, we thought that he would have an assassination, and that didn't happen.
Look, Micah's just playing the long con. It's like when you're playing a random match on Jigoku, right? And you make some play that's just like if he has assassination, he would play it here. And like 2 conflicts later, he just randomly assassinates you. It's like, why didn't you do that in the first conflict? It's like, if you had just done that in the first conflict, I would have also lost, except it would have been a bigger blowout. Now I played like you didn't have it because you were stupid. So they just next level you.
So we see Micah correctly passed his challenge, and then lose.
I mean, yeah, I guess if the box has been used, your opponent would have to have 2 fans.
The good old art of peace showing up here.
Wait, why did we attack a new province? Why didn't we just attack this manicure garden again?
Because fuck the scout, dude.
I don't understand. What if you hit, I don't know, anything else? Like,
what happens?
All 3 of them are bad.
No, they're not. Nothing happens. Like, right, shameful. She's already dishonored. Doesn't matter. Like, scout was correct.
You don't want to hit meditations here.
Okay. I mean, I guess. I don't know. There's dupes
I don't think you need to. You have wayfinders. I don't know. I forgot that he doesn't have pathfinders blade.
I mean, it's just that, like, it puts Mike in a really precarious position if he can't get more scouts on the table. And I think that was a big problem of how Micah structured his attacks early. He should have just thrown the scout out somewhere to start, clouded, and flipped over a province, and then tried to do tricky, stupid challenger shit, like, at just a later point in time.
Yeah, that's fair. Is that... Oh, Jade Masterpiece. Okay. Oh, he didn't have any fate earlier. I'm like, why didn't he do that? He did that prior?
The old max value Jade Masterpiece.
+1 political. 8-8. This Void Ring not looking too great. Micah basically wants to win this conflict so he can win favor. I don't know about 4 fating the rival. I think 3 fate might have been better.
It's 2 4 shames in his hand or another fan to win. So I guess
I'd be really scared. I'd be really scared of Micah still has 1 fate. If I pop this finger of Jade, oh my god, I'm so terrified of getting noble sacked here. I am so terrified. I'm a coward. Absolutely would just take the bow here.
Oh man, I mean that's the problem though, right? If you try and go for like a high variance play right here to win, and your Sumiko dies, just the game immediately.
Yeah. If noble sack, if this Sumiko gets noble sacked, Micah untaps with a 3 fate challenger and a 4 fate rival with a face up scout, and you've already burned through 2 clouds.
Yeah. I mean, you can't take the risk, right? Like at least next turn there's still game to be played.
Yeah, my guy still has a spyglass. Like I can still do some stuff. Oh my god. But it depends on how big your balls are. I mean, if you just like show it to me, like maybe you just like if he has it, I'll concede. Like I might take that line where it's like if I pop the finger here and I just eat the noble stack, I'm like, all right, GG, well played.
GG, go next.
Yeah, GG, go next. Open mid.
But in the context of a round 32 game.
Oh, he did it! Balls of steel. All right. He played Adopted Kin. He's prepared. His body is prepared. Oh nope, Steward of Law showed up now. I'm really disappointed right now. I'll just say that.
I wanted to see like all these attachments go back to his hand.
That would have been so sick. The text box would have just blown up. Micah with the less exciting. All right, well, he's gonna have Yoshi, but I don't think he can buy Yoshi here. You kind of just have to. You just can't attack if you buy Yoshi. All right, well, Pagoda Barreda can definitely block warriors. I can't. Absolutely would have just taken the bow there. All right, so if you're Micah here, do you just buy the scout, right?
I would get rid of the savvy politician.
I can see that.
Especially if he's on something annoying, and then just buy a scout, Probably, it's Micah, and even I don't know when I play Crane and I have three rivals in my hand, like I always have two at any given point in time. So you play your one scout, you hold back your other rival, and then you windmill it onto the table with some fate and feel good about yourself. Appropriate way to play Crane.
That's fair.
I will say, good play or not, props to Pagona here for having ginormous balls
Oh,
in the
absolutely.
last
Oh
turn.
man, Micah with the third scout. Why? He is so smart. He is so good at this game. Holy shit! Top 10 cards, 3 cautious scouts. We see another swordsmith. Swordsmith is a really powerful card, so
Reasonable though.
reasonable. I mean, I think cautious scout
Completely
is
reasonable.
a very reasonable 2-drop also.
I think the Cautious Scout is a reasonable two-drop.
I don't know.
I think it's. I mean, depending on how you're defining reasonable.
I don't think it's reasonable that Crane can flip over Restoration of Balance and suffer no consequences. I feel that's unreasonable.
You're a dragon player. Go fuck yourself.
I will say that that is unreasonable, and I think that Restoration of Balance should just be an action.
I don't like that there are cards that take hexproof away from my guys.
Look, if my guys actually had hexproof, I would be happy. They sadly don't. If above question, why isn't above question a crab card? Like, and instead of like some crane dude like picking up scrolls, it's just like some crab guy with a huge Tetsubo is like, you got any questions for me? I didn't think so. Then I could just play above question, and I'll be so happy. Just fear nothing.
Above question 100% of the time gets calling in favors, even if your opponent isn't on Scorp Splash.
That's fine. I don't have any events that target their shit anyway.
That's true. Will, that sweet, sweet Void Fist.
Oh, yeah, soon. Soon the monks are coming. Oh man, the art on Mitsu is so sick.
See, like, Mitsu is a perfect example of a card that has covert, and it matters because he was already retarded to begin with, right? So now it's covert. It's just like really
it makes a
super
lot of
good.
sense thematically also that a shirtless, fire-breathing, tattooed monk should just sneak past your guys. Someone in Dragon Chat pointed out that he doesn't sneak past them, it's just that people are too scared to block him. I think that's reasonable.
Sure.
Like, I wouldn't want to block that guy.
But that doesn't exactly fit like the definition of the word covert. Like when you look it up in a dictionary, right? Like I think like discreet, is somewhere in the understanding of it.
You know what? He can discreetly blow fire.
All right, so we see this Sumiko with 5 million attachments on it.
Yep. So we see the 2 Daimyo Savers play another Finger of Jade and another Tattooed Wanderer. This Swordsmith has to get assassinated at this point, right? Wait, is that 3rd Daimyo's Favor? Man, this Adopted Kin. Oh no, that's the Jade Masterpiece. Okay, this Adopted Kin is pretty sick here. You pick up 2, 4, 6, 8, 7 cards. Who cares if 2 of those cards don't do anything?
I was just replaying that in my head. I'd never heard that sentence before. This Adopted Kin is pretty sick here. Like, it just wasn't registering for some reason.
Well, that's because I have never seen it in play. Actually, I take it back. I saw it in play once in a Dragon Mirror. My opponent got back 3 attachments and still got murdered.
So much card advantage.
Yeah.
You must have gotten lucky.
I mean, my Yokuni was honored, so there you go. Attacks Artifice with this dishonored Sumiko. Goes in for Military Earth. Alright. Micah, please just assassinate this Cautious Scout. It's so disrespectful. Or not Cautious Scout. Assassinate this,
Yeah.
What's it called? Swordsmith.
Swordsmith is so good. Well, here's the problem:
Swordsmith
is that Micah still has 19. Micah still has 19 cards left in his deck. That's the problem.
Oh yeah, he hasn't drawn an assassination. That's fair.
There's just no way he could have gotten to him.
The Art of Peace is breaking. Oh, okay, wait. Will says, from dictionary, law of a woman married under the authority and protection of her husband. Maybe this the definition of covert they are using. I think if we're gonna make this Japanese, it should be law of a waifu married and under the authority and protection of her husband. Right? I think that's the
All I'm
correct
trying,
one.
all I'm trying to say is that covert is like a spice onto an already powerful card that pushes it, where like it doesn't just like save an irredeemable card. It's not going to save your Ikihatas, and it. I don't know.
He has
Maybe
the
it
third
makes.
clause of mine. He's so good at this game.
Well, all right. Now, fuck it. I'm just gonna root for Pagoda now.
All right, yikes. I guess you have to Paul poke now because box has been used. So you have to Paul poke at a province and hope hope you don't hit Feast or Famine or Resto. You want to hit Manicure Garden. 33%. Yeah, Eric,
Well, so
the problem is none of those attachments do anything. They're all just fucking 0+0+0 attachments.
So he could live through a feast or famine right now
Could he?
because it's like it wouldn't break. You know what I mean?
Only if you attack with Cautious Scout. What if he put some stuff on your guy? I don't know if you saw, but at Houston, I put a Tattooed Wanderer and a Pathfinder's Blade on my opponent's character to make it break Feast or Famine.
I would assume at that point in time he would just assassinate his own cautious scout.
I assume he would have assassinated this the Swordsmith, but I guess Micah could be next leveling and saving the assassination for his Cautious
for his own cards. Yeah, dude.
Yeah,
That's
yeah.
totally.
All right, so he's
that's,
replaying his fan here. Plays his Kami Unleashed. He's just gonna Kami Unleash this Sumiko with Void.
I like Kami Unleashed.
You just Paul Void here. Pitch your 3 cards to Resto.
There are times when I think about taking out Kami, or I did of the terrible Crane deck that I took to Houston. That I was thinking about taking out Kami Unleashed, but in situations like this, yeah, like it's just like it's so good for scouting out Feast or Famine. Like 100%, that's usually its use most of the
hits
time.
Feast or Famine. This is where you need
There
to
you
cloud
go.
the you need to cloud the Kami Unleashed with your 4th Cloud the Mind. I'm trying to think of the maximum number of Cloud the Minds I would play. Maybe 6 or 7, if I was able to.
So
play
you know what he could have done if he hadn't been scared of the whatchamacallit,
the Resto flip.
No, last turn. If he hadn't played this adopted Ken on his Sumiko, thinking that he might have to pick up all these cards, he could have played the adopted Ken on the Cautious Scout last turn and functionally had the 4th cloud. That would have been so good right now.
Would it really have? He's gonna pick up so many attacks. He's gonna pick up so many cards here.
What do you mean?
Oh wait, Micah didn't send anyone else. Yeah, that's fair. I was thinking Micah would just do Paul with the Scout and the Kami, so you can double avoid the Sumiko. But I guess he took Mill Favor. Never mind. I'm just living in
what
the
if you
dream
hit
world
Feast or
here.
Famine? Like, no, Michael played that correctly.
Yeah, I know. I understand that Micah played it correctly. I'm just saying I wouldn't have. That's why I don't play Crane. Like, just ask Nyx. Alright, well, so I'm doing a water attack here. It's not gonna work, but I respect his moxie. It's just gonna get Crane boxed here. Oh, never mind. He's just gonna send in the old rival to tell him what's up. Oh wait, he's got debates. He can just debate the Swordsmith into the dirt.
I haven't seen a debate yet this game, have we?
Nope. I also would have scouted with the Swordsmith. You hit Shameful, who cares? And if you hit Meditations, that's good. We're gonna see a debate here. Nope. Man, I could do the Let Goes, but he's paid the price here. He hasn't drawn any of the other cards. Interesting that you would Finger of Jade your character now.
That's awesome. All right, well. Um,
Um,
like give up the figure of Jade to get around the covert.
no, because you can't win the conflict anyway.
I don't. What's the point of attaching it here in like the twilight hours of this
Yeah,
conflict
in
phase?
case Micah's really sandbagging the assassination. All right, Micah Big Brain's Manicure Garden, smart player. I would just move Sumiko in to draw a card off Spyglass. Hey, what's up, Lambert Saspy? Interesting that he chose to move in the Swordsmith. I would have preferred to draw a card.
Oh, sure, by bringing in Sumiko, why not?
Yeah. I would have just cracked the Finger of Jade and just said, if you have the assassination, you should have done it earlier.
Ooh, sick rival. Oh, sick censure. How sad. How many censures am I gone? Just the one?
One, yeah, of course. Is that really shamelessly ruined by Cloud, Eric? I think scouts are just like really mean characters. They just come in by themselves and they just like shoot you in the knee. All right, so we see a light go on a fan. I think Micah's pausing here to see if he wants to voice this. Maybe he should have one fade. What do you think about one fading your Kami?
No.
Well, you just spent two fate to get a ring effect. If you had faded it, now next turn you can get another attack with it.
You know, I mean, you're just, I don't know. Because he had the fan in hand, right? Did he go, wait, did he go military or political? He went military.
Yeah.
I don't know. Whatever you're playing Kami in that situation, you're just putting it in a situation where you're expecting to have to sacrifice it anyway.
Yeah, that's fair.
So like putting a fate on it is just sort of like telling your opponent, "Hey, I decided to throw money away at this. If you want to go ahead and play a card."
Oh, the third Fury! Oh, it's so good! Alright. Well, Pagona's out of court games, but he just hit him with the good old third Fury. Nice glory rival. Stupid. Does this mean that Pagona's gonna win favorite? No, never mind. Oh wait, Pagona could have Ancient Master.
Yeah. He runs two in his deck.
He has
got
three. He has three actually.
Oh, there it is.
Wait, does Micah have the counter Ancient Master? Micah has one. Shen really hates that card, by the way. Ancient Master is slowly becoming one of his least favorite cards.
I mean, I don't know. Scorpion will be able to do basically the same thing with their like stupid 3 glory chick. Costs 2 instead of 1, whatever.
Oh yeah, I forgot she exists. She's not legal for Gen Con, I don't care. Alright, so we're gonna get going second with Sumiko, classic, against Challenger. I really like it. The Sumiko has so many attachments, and yet her stats are so low. We're gonna need a favorable ground for the Sumiko. Oh, wait, there's 2 challengers.
There's what, 3 military and
like 6 Paul? 3,
7.
4, 5, 6, 7. All right, well, scout number 3. That'll work. Can't cloud this one.
Pagona big brained the Sumiko dupe.
That's really smart, if you ask me.
Yeah.
This Nitan adept might actually do something.
Yeah, needs an adept. It's looks like it's it's got real potential here. Micah's slowly losing a grip on this game, hilariously.
He's brought the
the ancient. Oh, go ahead.
I was gonna say he's brought the cards in hand down a lot, but his board is still insane. This is the hand sizes in this game are not reflective of the games I played earlier today against Shen, where I think one turn was 24 cards for Shen and I had like 19.
Did you guys just like not attack each other for 5 turns?
No, we did attack. There was just like no reason to play any cards in some of the conflicts, so we were just like posturing for favor and like hawk tattooing each other into conflicts, so like we couldn't actually fight. And then like
Oh, nice. So you're playing against Scorpion, and they had hawk tattoos also.
yeah, it was great. And then like on like the turn, I just like one bit him randomly because I had Master Alchemist and Yokuni to copy, and he I had a right Sugu with a tattoo wander on it, so he couldn't get past it, and all his guys had no fate. So I was just gonna murder his important characters, and he couldn't beat Master Alchemist and Yokuni like because I had favor at that point, so he just gave up.
uh,
I was just gonna dishonor him. It was pretty good.
it looks like it's gonna be a lot of fun.
I mean, I've been having a lot of fun with Hawk Tattoo. I will say, moving Kachiko in on a military defense is so nice. Sumiko is not clouded. Lambers has to be. Micah is playing Crane along with Lion. You know, the factions that really can't play Cloud the Mind. Even Unicorn can play Cloud the Mind now, I think, pretty reliably. Master of Waves being a Shugenja, being a wizard. I actually think Master of Waves is a wizard in Magic. I think it's creature type Merfolk Wizard. Yep, I'm right. That's actually pretty sweet.
I played a shit ton of that card when it was in standard.
Yeah, Mono Blue
fun.
Devotion. Hell yeah. I mean, it wasn't as good as Mono Black Devotion, but it was still good.
Destroyed like all the mono black devotions I went up against whenever I was playing that.
Yeah, look. I took mono red no win conditions and I 4-0'd at FNM. Like that doesn't mean anything. We played deck roulette at FNM where all of us just take a deck and we put it in the middle and we just like randomly decide who gets what deck and we don't know what decks have been submitted. So like my one friend trolled me with mono red prison in modern. It was not a very good deck, but I 4-0'd with it because I got free wins from Blood Moon and Ensnaring Bridge.
Sure.
Really fun interactive cards, if you ask me. I think Ensnaring Bridge would be really good for L5R. I think if there was just a holding, it would encourage people not to draw so many cards.
Yes.
Eric, are you questioning Ensnaring Bridge being good for this game? I don't understand. What could go wrong? Alright, so he favorable grounds out the Sumiko. She's gonna get challenged back in. Is this another... Let's see here. Alright, 2 more Spyglass triggers. And then we're gonna see the Sumiko lose the conflict. No, there's no FOJ on. All right, the attachments are 2 Daimyo's favors, 2 Spyglasses, a fan, a Jade Masterpiece, an Adopted Kin. Oh, there is a Finger of Jade on there. Why didn't he cancel that Challenger Dragon?
Well, because he had the favorable ground.
Yeah, so why didn't he cancel the second Challenger Dragon?
Oh, there's 2 challengers.
Yeah,
I haven't been paying attention.
that's fair. So we're gonna see this this Niten Adept probably go in for military then, and go military water.
Micah, next turn, do you just bid 1?
Will, you're just gonna get noble you're gonna get void ringed anyway, so like why do you care? Interesting. I don't know about this use of Tattooed Wanderer. Yikes. What are we trying to accomplish here?
Anyway, yeah, I actually kind of like if you'd use the Finger of Jade there, even if he gets noble sacked, then the Spyglasses come back to his hand, and you can replay him and draw more cards.
Oh yeah, that would have been so sick.
Yeah,
Yeah,
like
and
I
you
actually
get your
think that
Daimyo's
would have
favors
been
back,
fine. Dude, even better.
I'm really glad that at least FFG figured out that Adopted Kin should be limit 1 per character, because if that didn't have that text, the card would actually be unreasonable. You just put 2 Adopted Kings on 1 character and they just pick each other back up over and over again.
Sure.
Alright, so we see the military water come in here to stand Sumiko. We see the defense out of the cautious scout here. Does that mean he's just not gonna do an attack then after this? I don't know why you defend here. So we see Leko on a katana. Micah's gone through a lot of weapons here. So there's the third katana. Micah's played all 3 katanas and 2 fans, it looks like. Yeah.
Or 0 assassinations?
It sure looks like it. That's really really unlucky, if you ask me. Pagona has 3 ancestral dice shows, so we can definitely see another one come out. Or we just see a Wayfinder.
Sure, we haven't seen any of those yet.
Nice, nice. Looks under and finds Meditations. Perfect. You just don't have to attack Shameful anymore if you don't want to. Man, Meditations is a really good province to attack with the Sumika. I'm gonna just Pagona's gonna have like an 18 card hand after this this Adopted Kin fires.
The only thing is he really needs to bid 1 next turn. Because Pagoda, he only has 2 cards left.
Pagoda has 2 cards in his hand. Oh, there's the assassination. Alright, well, unlucky. Got your character assassinated. You were only asking... Yeah, you absolutely have to bid 1 if you're Pagona. This assassination actually kind of sucks for Micah too, because it'll put him down to 3 honor. But I guess he has Asami showing. So there's another Ancestral Daisho onto this Wayfinder. Man, Spyglass is really strong card, it turns out.
Yeah, Pagoda's just like throwing cards at this. He's just like, yeah, I don't care. I'm gonna keep on playing the same Daishio.
Look, if you just brute force the province, it doesn't matter. Pagoda has drawn 12 more cards than Micah. Jesus. That's
Micah's in trouble?
I believe so.
I mean, his board's like, you got these. I mean, he has a. And his board is going to be far superior.
Yeah, the problem is that Pagoda doesn't have any fate. Is the actual problem with these boards, and Micah gonna have 11 fate. 12 probably because he's gonna pick up this air ring here.
Will be.
Oh, he has to let go for the Adopted Kin. No. That's so unfortunate. So sad. well, unlucky. What
Third,
can you do?
let go.
Yikes. Man, I wanted to see the text of all of these attachments going back to his hand. Well, never mind. I think the game might be over now. That was definitely the only way that I saw this match helping Pagona out. So we see it's just another dice show on this Ancient Master. No big deal. Alright. And then I guess you just go Earth here. You could go Fire if you want to dishonor the Challenger. I guess you do Fire and then you Earth next. I don't know.
I think you fire.
You fire and dishonor the 3 Fate Challenger, right? Or do you dishonor the Honored Challenger?
Get rid of the honor token.
Oh, Micah just gonna have another rival here, so it doesn't matter.
Yeah, that seems likely, doesn't it? I don't know. I mean, this. Oh yeah. If he was even gonna play it, just because the Smigo's so big.
Well, you just prevent the break, right? So they're not on your box.
Yeah.
Some crazy shit could happen where they break you on military somehow, because this Nintendo bows some guys.
Somehow there's no Kitsuki's method in this.
That's really unfortunate, if you ask me. Honors Nintendo Adept. Don't agree with that. Oh, so I have a running joke with my friend. So my one friend plays Jund in Modern, and he really hates playing against Tron players because they just are they're just like half a meatball who just like plays the right land and just plays Karn and kills him. And
Yeah,
so
yeah, or Ugin, right?
yeah,
Like
yeah, yeah.
Electron.
And so so like we have a running joke, my other friend and I, that if anyone ever brings us Tron, we'd play it in an event, and if we ever played against my friend Eric, we would we would just play Karn, and and when we activate it, we would just take it and flip it like a coin, and whatever it touched, we would activate it on. So if touch my own permanent, whatever, minus target my own permanent, touch my own hand, plus target myself, stuff like that, and we're pretty sure we would still win the game. I just really want to flip card and like randomly hit Eric's, like, I don't know, like, I guess carding land is pretty good. Like just hit his hand or something. That's a Hotaru. It's a powerful card there. Interesting. Pagona Barbada has passed and gains 1 fate. Not sure that's the strategy I would take right now. I'm surprised Micah bid 4 there. Interesting, we see a Tattooed Wanderer. Oh, Micah probably has the other assassination, so he just bids to be able to play that. I don't know.
I'm trying to. I don't think there are any outs to the current situation.
Micah could DC. That's an out.
Sure. So, oh, attacking with both. That is a bold strategy.
Yikes.
Is that these Knights and Adepts can, like, bow things, like Hataros and political rivals and whatnot.
Can't bow them if you attack. Not sure
is not the
attacking is
worst
what I would
part
do.
here. What's that?
I said I'm not sure attacking is what I would do here if I was Pagona.
Look, man, like, if you're playing Burn and your opponent plays some creatures, that doesn't mean that you don't just still continue to run your Goblin.
Yeah, you gotta attack with Goblin God still every turn. Attack.
Yeah, like that's just what you
Goblin
do.
God can't block. It's the fastest card in the West. You got Taylor Swift Spear. Taylor Swift Spear has to attack.
I mean, this all seems reasonable.
Look, Lightning Bolt target you. There's a creature in play that you can kill. Nope, target you. That's when you know you're the burn player and means business.
For air to force a block on Micah's part, I mean,
does the air even force a block? Who cares?
Well, so, like, if you don't block, then you go to 1, and
how do you go to 1?
I don't know. Something bad happens, right?
Wait, how do you go to 1 though? You go to 2.
Right.
Interesting attacking meditations. So with your 2 fate and E10 adapt, gets a fate removed. Strong.
I mean, shameful so much worse, right?
Sure. I'm just saying, like, attacking is just not good. Alright, bows the challenger. Just, like, takes the tattoos on his arm and, like, slaps the challenger with it. Policy debate.
Okay.
Powerful card.
Good.
That is a powerful magic card there. Oh no, your hand doesn't do anything. Yikes. 3 swords, 4, 5 swords, a Daimyo's favor, and 2 Wayfinders.
Oh. When I was playing against Handsome Dan in the Challenger rounds,
yeah.
This is a lot like what my hand looked like that entire game.
just like you had 8 cards and none of them did anything. That's the worst. That's the worst feeling.
It was pretty great.
I mean, I died against Dan with like 15 cards on my hand or something because I couldn't play anything because I didn't have any guys. It's okay. I felt better. I played against Dan like a couple days ago, like in the same matchup, and I just annihilated him. It felt so much better. I didn't get murdered by my dynasty deck.
I'm glad you could win the games that actually matter.
Yep, agreed. I was telling him I was like super glad that I had homework to do, or I would have like super brooded on that loss because I was just like, it was like one of those things where there's actually nothing I could have done. I couldn't have played any better because there's no play to the game. I just got murdered, right? But I would just have sat there and like stewed in my frustration. But instead, I had math homework to do, and I really forgot how to do math, so I have to concentrate on that. All right, so we see this meditations take a break here. Not sure how Pagona is gonna manage to break the stronghold.
On breaks right now. Mike is losing.
Yep, call time right now. Micah loses. He's down by 5 points.
Oh, dude, that's true.
He's down more than 5 points actually, right? Like so he's down exactly 5 points. Call it. Call time.
Time.
Oh my god, how tilting would that be? That would be so... Hey, thanks for the sub, Mittens. That would be so tilting, right? There's no possible way you could lose, and even if, like, the only way you lose is if you're down exactly 5 or more points, right? Because otherwise you just would take a break and even the points. Oh my god. That's actually, like, Micah's biggest fear and why he doesn't want to play paper events.
That's simple. Yeah, because if you're 5, right, you don't even play the rest of the round out,
yeah,
right?
no, you just like instantly lose. Yeah, you instantly lose. Really,
awesome.
Really good rules if you ask me.
I don't know. It's fine. Like if you're not just gonna have people draw like at the end of rounds, like if you haven't won yet, you draw. You have to have something. I don't know. Everything, in my opinion, is gonna seem like I don't know, arbitrary, right? Like, oh, here's our rule to determine tiebreakers.
Oh,
like,
sure.
They could put.
I was just saying that.
Aaron, it would be stupid.
I think the tiebreakers are fine. Like it is what it is. You have to pick some arbitrary system. I just think it's really funny that like people just go to time all the time. Like who was it? Dan was saying that after he played the two of us, he played against Balthus, and like James is definitely a more methodical player than either of us, and he hasn't played in a long time, so he didn't know what any of the cards did. So like he was just Dan was saying that like he missed all the shortcutting that both of us did.
And you mean I attack with these guys? You break my fucking province. Let's move on.
Yeah. Really, really strong, if you ask me.
We got that attack out of the way. Pagoda attacked the stronghold. Didn't quite have enough to break on that one. Another opportunity.
Alright, so we're gonna see a military attack here of 1,000,000. 5, 10, 13. 13's really strong. Rally to the cause. I would suggest flipping this to political. You might get more traction that way.
Take your advice.
He actually has he has some wayfinders and some swords. He might actually be able to hold this. Micah can't play the assassination either if he has it. I actually think that Pagona might survive this turn. As stupid as that sounds, because he has 1,000,000 swords in his hand. These are the horses that could. So he's gonna get his knee 10 out avoided though. Really unlucky.
Not first player next turn. Otherwise, it'd be like, oh, he's just gonna do like this all-in military next turn, right? But
yeah.
He's not first player, so
Yikes.
He's gonna struggle after this turn.
All right, activate your stronghold on your 2 fine katana guy. No, stop playing cards. What are you doing? All you do is activate your stronghold. You're only down by 5 then. Alright, you know what? It's fine. It's fine. Oh, bonsai. That's really unfortunate. Is
uh-oh.
GG,
well played.
Unlucky. Alright, well that'll do it.
Turning point in the game, in my opinion, was the third let go on the adopted kin.
I actually don't think that mattered. That Pagona could have gotten all those attachments back and still gotten clobbered.
Shh.
Like the problem, the
No, no.
realistically about the game, the problem with this game was that but Micah just had fate on Pagona the entire game, right? Like Micah just always was up like 3-4 fate throughout the entire game, and that was pretty much what decided it. Like he just played characters with a bunch of fate, and then he still had like he played this challenger in turn 2, and there she is, still there.
Well, I mean, sure, if you want to give correct analysis, that's fine, but I'm sticking with the adopted kin.
Yeah, that's fair. That's fair. We have Shiratai saying getting the poor guy disowned is pretty brutal, whether it won the game or not. Sure, sure, it was definitely brutal. I'm just saying that like if say Pagona had cards that did more than just load up a Sumiko, he probably could have accomplished more. Like, had cards that affected the board. That's like my problem with like stuff like Daimyo's Favor and Adopted Kin is they don't affect the board initially, and so they don't help you get ahead.
It was fun to watch, though.
I mean, Nitan Master wouldn't have even been that good here. Like, Nitan Master just forces you to play all the swords on Nitan Master, and then you just don't. You just accomplish a lot of the same things. Like, you can never break on political. Like, you can't beat these rivals.
Yeah, I don't know if Nita Master would have been like, miles ahead of Sumiko in terms of just having a platform out.
Yeah, agreed. If like Pagona had just played censures, right? Like, and had censures for the let goes and stuff, that would have been a lot stronger also.
Sure. Or if he had had that sick adopted kin onto the Cloud the Mind play.
Oh my god, that would have been so good.
Cloud.
Well,
that could have been really good.
So Crane's watching this. Lesson to be learned is be like Micah and draw 3 cautious scouts in the top 10 cards of your deck.
Two let goes in your opening hand, so important.
Yep.
So very important when you're Crane. You definitely got to have those.
Yep. All right, so, lessons to be learned. Everyone take notes on how to be a better player.
That sounds good.
All right. Well, this has been Anil, and I had the wonderful opportunity to have Chris co-cast with me.
Thanks for having me on, man.
Yeah, no problem. We'll see everyone later for more Discord League action.